Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Junior, aka Smoking Guns, out here in Tucson, Arizona, representing the Ultimate Trainer. So what today's video is going to be on is fasted cardio. Is it for you or is it not for you? Okay? Is it for you or not for you? Main reason I'm coming up with this video is because I had a couple of subscribers hit me up with a message. They were kind of two different messages. One was talking about, should he do fasted cardio? Should he not do fasted cardio? He was scared to do fasted cardio because he heard that it breaks down muscle tissue and this and that and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. And the other subscriber was talking about how, oh man, I don't think you should do fasted cardio, because they both watched my contest video on getting prepped for a contest, and I was talking about how I was doing fasted cardio, and he was saying how fasted cardio is bad because it breaks down muscle tissue and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. Everybody has their opinions. The main thing, before you do anything, make sure you just do the research on what you want to do so you know that you're not messing up your body. Okay, so fasted cardio, is it for you or is it not for you? Main thing, it could be for you if you are at a low fat percentage and you're trying to get rid of stubborn belly fat, or stubborn fat in general. Main reason I always say stubborn belly fat, because when I get fat, or when I do have stubborn fat, it's always in my belly. Okay, now if you have a high level of fat percentage, you don't even need to do fasted cardio, just for the simple fact is you have way more than enough body fat to burn. So it's not like you have any kind of stubborn fat. You just want to make sure you get to the lowest level that you can. Once it's hard for you to drop your fat percentage levels at that point, then fasted cardio can be very helpful for you. Okay, so what is fasted cardio? Fasted cardio is pretty much when you are doing cardio in a fasted state. Now, a lot of people have a big conception about this. They think just because you're on an empty stomach means that you're doing cardio in a fasted state, not knowing that when you eat food, your body is processing the nutrients and absorbing the nutrients that is in that food. So while your body is absorbing and processing all those nutrients that's in that food, your insulin levels are at a spiked rate. Okay, so when your insulin levels are at that spiked rate, you are not in a fasted state. Okay, and your body can be absorbing the nutrients anywhere from I think it's like 3 to 5 hours or something like that. Okay, so at that 3 to 5 hour rate, you are not at a fasted state. Okay, but once your insulin levels drop low to that baseline, that's when you know that you're in a fasted state. That's why a lot of people, when they do fasted cardio, they do it early in the morning when they get up, because they know that their body has pretty much hit that baseline. They're at the lowest baseline, and they know that their body is in that fasted state. Okay, now, what does fasted cardio do? What fasted cardio does is fasted cardio actually helps release liposis and fat oxidation that is in your body. I think I said that right, liposis or lipose or whatever. I call it liposis, okay? But it releases liposis and fat oxidation that is in your body, okay? Now, how does it do that? The liposis pretty much is the release of fatty acids and chemicals that your body produces, okay? Now, when it releases that, the more fatty acids that are released into the body, the higher the fat oxidation rate, because now it has more fat cells, more fat tissue to break down, and that's what fat oxidation is. Fat oxidation is the breakdown of fat tissue and fat cells that are in the body. So, like I said, the higher the fatty acids that are released into the body, the higher the fat oxidation will be in the body. Okay, so when you are targeting the stubborn fat that is in your body, what the fasted cardio does, how it does that, is that the fasted cardio actually helps release those fatty acids and helps release those chemicals into those stubborn areas that you have that fat. And not only does it release that, but it releases the blood into those areas, which helps down with the breakdown of the fat. And once those chemicals get into those certain areas, what it does is it burns that fat and it converts it into energy. That's how you are burning the fat and you have the energy to be able to do your workout. It almost works just like L-carnitine does. That's why L-carnitine is one of my favorite supplements to take, because it breaks down the fat and converts it into energy. So that's how it targets those stubborn fat areas. Now, with the subscribers that were asking me about, can it break down muscle tissue? The bad thing about fasted cardio is, yes, it can break down muscle tissue. Okay, that is very Very detrimental for you if you're trying to get gains, if you're trying to get that muscle built, the muscle and all that stuff. But the thing that you can do to stop that is, for you guys that did watch my contest prep video, is that you can take BCAAs and leucine, glutamine, and that will actually help reverse the catabolism effect that your body will have doing cardio in a fasted state. Because taking BCAAs, what that does is it helps with protein synthesis, it helps with the rebuilding of your muscles, and it helps with the breakdown of muscle. It helps prevent breakdown of muscle. So if you are doing cardio in a fasted state, all you have to do is you can take BCAAs and it will reverse those effects, so your body will not be breaking down the muscle, and it won't be going into the muscle, or not the muscle, but it won't be going into the protein stores to be using that for the energy. Because if it goes into the protein, pretty much it's going to break down the muscle, and your body will be in a state of catabolism, where your muscles will be breaking down. So that can be very detrimental for you. Now, another thing that you can also do is taking glutamine. One thing that I was doing, I was taking glutamine and I was taking L-carnitine to help with the breakdown of the fat while I was doing my fasted cardio, and that helps out a lot. Okay, so I hope that helps you guys out. If you guys have any questions about this, make sure to hit me up with the message. Make sure to hit me up in the comment section. I always answer everybody that comments me. I don't care if it's negative, positive, you know what I'm saying? I'm a positive dude, so I'm going to always get at you guys, all right? And if you guys have any kind of requests or anything like that, just like when I made this video, if you guys got any kind of requests, make sure to hit me up, man. Be like, yo, make a video about this, make a video about that, and I'll make sure to get at you guys, all right? And make sure to hit up my sponsors. Hit up my sponsor, RSP Nutrition. Hit up my sponsor, Lions Life Aesthetics. Hit up my sponsor, Determined Records. And if you guys are in the Tucson, Arizona area, you need any kind of tattoos, any kind of ink done, make sure to get up my boy Levi over at Tattoo Avenue. He'll be sure to hit you guys up, all right? Make sure to tell him that Junior sent you, and he'll hook you up, all right? So I hope you guys have a good weekend. Holla at your boy.
I swear, just wait up.